Welcome to Hindsight Hacking. I'm Corey Carter.
And I'm Ron Cool, and we've talked to hundreds of entrepreneurs hacking their hindsight to give you better foresight.
And now we're bringing you those same great interviews along with other mindset hacks, visibility hacks, and traffic hacks, and more to get you all the tools you need to gain more visibility and gain more traffic.
And of course, gain more sales. So head over to gethhm.com/toolbox to get all the free resources to help you get more.
And so, without further ado, let's get to it. What is going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. If you're watching this live, and guess what? This will be on live on iTunes today as well. So what's going on? Welcome to it's not the beginning of the week anymore, but in the mid portion of the week here. How you doing, Ron?
I am doing great. I am getting caught up from the weekend and just kind of looking what the rest of the week's going to bring.
Yeah, well, one very special thing we got to make sure the rest of the week does not bring, and that is a Clubhouse rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. So who here, comment if you are in Clubhouse already. Give us your handle. We'll follow you. You follow us at CoreyE22 and at rcool Jr. And guess what? We have a little VTS club for you with a couple shows coming your way very, very soon. So, Ron, tell us, what was the last Clubhouse rabbit hole you fell into?
Oh my gosh. It is. So first and foremost, like, go in there with intention, right? There's so many people on there that are the consumers, right? So we've talked about this before. You're either the consumer or the producer of the product. We've chosen to be a producer of the product and sprinkle it into what we're doing and not live on the platform. There's a ton of people living on the platform. But going back to the rabbit hole, I got into a great conversation. It was like almost every single room I've chosen to go in, it's been really good conversation. I was like, I'm going to just go in this room for like 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. Okay. And it was 2 hours later, like literally 2 hours. Don't know where it went. I was doing a really bad job of multitasking. And all of a sudden it was just 2 hours of my day was gone. Basically listening to a conversation and participating here and there. I was on the stage speaking for a brief period of time, but most of it was just a good conversation or a great debate on podcasting.
Yeah. So Clubhouse can do just that. It can suck you in because there's so many great people on there, because there's so many great conversations, there's so many great rooms, and it's almost 24 hours a day because everywhere in the world. Good conversations are basically 24 hours a day, and that's
right.
So I personally, I am very, very strict on when I even go in there, right? Like, we want to associate different things with this daily hack and Clubhouse, but we know right today we don't have the moment, we don't have the time to go directly in there and spend the necessary time to get those good conversations, right? Like, you can't just go in there for 15 minutes. That's almost a waste. Just stay out. If you only have 15 minutes, don't go to Clubhouse. If you have an hour, be intentional with that hour.
Right.
And get in the right rooms, listen to some good people, follow some good people, talk when you can, and give value when you can. And then at the end of the day, the best thing about Clubhouse is what can you do after? And that is, if you find someone you like listening to and talking with, go connect with them on Instagram or Facebook or something like that and start building a relationship outside of the platform, right? And so for those people that are just in there listening and you're not building the relationships, like, what are you doing? Come on. You got to go build those relationships. And so that's where you'll find a way to make use of this platform in such a positive way.
Yep.
Right.
And sorry.
No,
okay. So I want to transition just on that point before you get off that sentence. Learn to use it, like Corey was saying, and don't be afraid to moderate. Be the moderator. And so what Corey and I have decided to do is we're going to help people that are maybe a little nervous about hosting a room. We're going to let you host a room in our Clubhouse. So we have our own club. Visibility, Traffic and Sales, Hindsight Hacking. That is our club. So if you want to host a room and have your voice be the moderator and be the subject matter expert on it, just DM us and we'll get you all set up.
Yeah. So what's the benefit of hosting a room? What's the benefit of being a moderator? What's like?
Okay,
Your thoughts on?
I'm gonna tell you the last 2 times I have been moderators, the relationships you talked about that happened after. Okay, so while I was a moderator, got 20, 30 followers one time, got 16 the other time, just for being on the stage and moderating because everybody wants to follow. That wasn't as important as what happened next. We got some really healthy leads on people that are wanting to start podcasts that now we're connecting with on a, Instagram Messenger and Facebook Messenger. So, in your Clubhouse profile, make sure you have everything filled out. Talk about what you're doing, have your Instagram handle in there, have your Twitter handle in there. Make sure those 2 profiles are optimized so people understand what you do, because I will tell you there's a direct correlation to people following me on Clubhouse and now recently hitting me on Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely. And anybody can be a moderator. You don't have to be the super crazy Grant Cardone, big time expert, of which some of these rooms are filled with. Like, you can be just anybody. If you get a group, get 2 people, get 3 people, right, and just start a conversation. And you never know what can transpire from there. But back to the original point of this podcast, Clubhouse rabbit holes, like, they're real. And if you don't have the intentionality amongst going in there, then you'll get lost. And so, like, I've got it where we want to go in there probably 3 times a week, different scheduled shows, different things like that. But then there's only once a week where I have a set time where I'm just going to go in there as whatever happens. And I've got this block of time that, maybe I can meet a person, maybe I can listen to someone awesome, whatever it is. Like, this is my one time a week where it's on my schedule, but it's not right. It's not on our daily hack schedule, but it's the intentionality with it. And so it's Friday nights, go in there, hang out for a little bit. And gosh, like, I've already made so many amazing relationships just with that 1 hour a week.
Yeah. And it was funny when we first were planning out our Clubhouse schedule. I was like, we could do 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. And that just didn't work. It just didn't work. Like, I would love for it to work like that. But perfect example, friend of ours, Nate, right? First time ever hosting a room and moderator of a room. An hour into it, his room was rather big and he had some major experts that popped in that he made moderators, and all of a sudden he started growing this room, and it was his first time. So guys, don't be afraid. Just go do it.
Yep. All right, guys, be intentional. Don't get sucked down the rabbit hole. And most importantly, build some relationships. I think that's all we got for you today on the Daily Hack. We will see you very, very soon. Oh, we've got a couple interviews coming up on the show as well. Some very cool people. So get ready. It's all about hindsight hacking today.
Yeah, guys, we're going to have a great time. Thanks for being the best part of the Hindsight Hackers community.